There's a new player in the Syrian conflict. Suddenly everyone's trying to find out who or what Al-Nusra is. It's said it carried out several bomb attacks over the last few months and has suddenly outflanked the popular resistance of the Free Syrian Army. The FSA has distanced itself from the methods and intentions of Al-Nusra, and it's far from clear how many Syrians actually support its aims.
Yeah, well, Jabhat al-Nusra is very clear about their aim, which is to create and win a sectarian war in Syria. So they define their purpose as defeating the Shia Alawite rulers in Syria, which is the Assad regime.
It's been widely remarked upon that al-Nusra's methods resemble those of al-Qaeda in Iraq. That's hardly surprising, given the broad claim that the Syrian apparatus established teams of bombers to destabilize Iraq through the last decade. It seems that some of those same people may now be returning to try to attack the same Assad government that created them.
Some of the attacks bear the hallmark of the intelligence, because it's not a suicide bombing. It is a car left in populated area, and the regime have a lot of interest to show that it is basically the fight is not between the people and the regime, the fight between the regime and a group of terrorists.
That last point, that the bombings play to the benefit of President Bashar al-Assad, seems to be crucial, since he can use it to validate his claim all along that any violence against him constitutes terrorism. The bombers can't win a sectarian war, but they can hinder the Free Syrian Army in its attempts to overthrow Assad. No wonder the FSA doesn't support them.
It's likely to fail in its effort to put military pressure on the Assad regime, but it will politically strengthen the Assad regime, I think, just by being there. Both because the Assad regime is going to turn around to the international community and say, oh, look, everybody's a terrorist, and try to label the entire resistance with this jihadist label. And then, more importantly, the regime is going to turn to its domestic supporters, Shia supporters, Christian supporters that are very wary of a group like this, and it's going to use the specter of this group to ensure the loyalty of those people.
So the question is, are al-Nusra perhaps playing into the hands of the president they hate, both politically and militarily? Assad's supporters maintain that terrorism against them has the backing of Gulf states or Turkey. If it was suggested to them that the bombers who kill their people were created by the government they support, they surely wouldn't believe it. Laurence Lee, Al Jazeera.